let's continue. Now we're gonna show our bikes and the dashboard. Okay, so I already npm run. Let me see, run dev, so I can open the front end and the back end. So let's open the BMW. Let's log in with BMW 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's submit. Okay, never mind. So in the auth state, we are gonna see the BMW.com, the email, the token. That's fine. That is in the user. So we have a user for the auth state, and now in our bikes we have we have in the bikes state we have my first BMW bike. So let's add another one. My first let me see, BMW bike, my second BMW. Let me add it. Let me see. So if we go right here, we can see it as well, my second BMW bike. And I also have I have MongoDB. And if I go into users, okay, I have bikes. If I go into users, let me see, I have the BMW. Okay, that's fine. I have the BMW, and here in the bikes I'm gonna have, let me see, my second BMW bike here. So as you can see, I have it right here, and this is the ID it has here. This is the ID that ends in 64AA. That would be 64AA. That would be BMW. Well, this one is 6857. So let me see, 6857. So there's one right here in the user ID, 6857980, and here it would be 6857980. So this is the ID, as you can see. So we can add another one just to my third BMW bike. Okay, so let's add it, and we're gonna see that it's persisting. Okay, so my third BMW bike, and here we're gonna see it in bikes. Let me see, my third BMW bike, and the user is gonna be, or is gonna end here in the 94 dB. So if we go in users, if we go into here, it's gonna be the BMW name and the ID and sapping 94 dB. Okay, so we are fine. So we are seeing it. We can see it in the MongoDB. So for example, we are seeing my third BMW bike, but now we want it to appear here in the dashboard. So let's start working on it. So let's close this one, and now we're gonna go into the bikes form. So below the bikes form, and now we're gonna have a section. So we're gonna have a section like that. Okay, in the section we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have our bikes that length. So when our bikes that length, let me put it like this. Bikes that length is greater than 0. When our bikes that length is greater than 0, we're gonna use the ternary operator. We're gonna do something else. So like that. Okay, so in the second parentheses, so this is a ternary operator. That's the reason we use the question mark. And we are gonna have a header. So we are gonna have our h3 like that. Like h3 like that. And we can put here like not bikes. Okay, not any bikes, okay, we can save it like that. Not any bikes has been set. Oops, I messed it up here, so like that. So not not any bikes, and this would be inside of the second parenthesis. And now we can go into the first parenthesis, and here we should have, let me see, yeah, we can put it right here, and we should have a div like that. Okay, it did it automatically for me. So we can have a div, and inside this div we are gonna have again curly braces, and now we're gonna have we're gonna map our bikes. So we're gonna have bikes that map, we're gonna open parentheses, and let me see, inside of this parentheses we're gonna have we're gonna have an error function, so like that, curly braces here, and now here we're gonna have in the bikes, and now let me see, we don't need curly braces here, we just need a set of parentheses, and below we're gonna have okay, so we haven't created yet, but we can put our bikes, it's gonna be in a component, so it's gonna be bikes item like that, save it, and we don't need this one, but we can just close it up like that. So we're gonna have the bikes item, so the first letter is capital, and we use camel notation, but this bikes item is gonna have a key, so it's gonna have a key, okay, and we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have the bikes underscore ID, so we're gonna have we're gonna have the bikes that underscore ID, we're gonna have the bikes that underscore ID, and here we're gonna have in the bikes, okay, so we're gonna have in the bikes, and just simply we're gonna set it to the bikes like that, save it, okay, let me see, we can close it, we have the error, we can go into the components, and we need to just create this bikes item, the gsx, let me see, bikes item, okay, so yes, rfce, and we don't need this, we have this bikes item, we have the make sure that you use camel notation, so here we are gonna have this prep, and we're gonna the structure in the bike, so we use curly braces, and we're gonna be the structure in the bikes, and now we're gonna have our bikes item, okay, so we can just delete this and just put it here, let me see, so we can just let me see if I'm gonna need this, but just empty set of angle brackets, and now we're gonna use the div 1 2 3, or just 1 2, like that. So here we have this div, so inside this div we have curly braces, and now we're gonna have let me see, so we're gonna have in the new date, the new date, and we're gonna pass in our bikes, so we're gonna pass in our bikes that create, so we're gonna be create add, so camel notation, created, let me see, new date, camel notation, bikes that created add, so camel notation, and here, oops, no, now we need the parentheses. Okay, after the parentheses, okay, so I have it here two local or locale, let me see, two locale string, okay, and now we're gonna open parentheses, single quotes, and we can put it in USA or in US like that. And let me see what else we need here. Okay, so we can save it for now, and this is inside of this div. Okay, so we have this div, and yeah, that's the reason we have this empty angle brackets. Now we're gonna have an h2, so as you can see, there's the div and the h2 is inside of this empty set of angle brackets, so we have an h2, and here we're gonna put in, oops, let me put it like that. So we're gonna have him, now let me put it like this, we're gonna have him, yeah, we need a text, so we're gonna have in the bikes that text. Okay, so we have this h2, so we have the bikes that text, and okay, so now in the dashboard, what we need, so we are good so far, but we still need to go into the dashboard. Okay, and let me see, so we have the bikes form, that's fine, and we are gonna, let me see, so we have this bikes form, yeah, we're gonna import, and this time it's not gonna be, it has to be bikes, I don't have it, so bikes item, yeah, I have it here, so it's gonna be the bikes item, and it's gonna be from, so pretty much same components, and it's gonna be from the bikes item. So let's save it, and as you can see, so let me move it maybe here and make this one smaller. So I have my first, okay, let me see, control tilde in my case, so everything is successful, far away. Okay, so we have imported the bikes item as well as the bikes form from the bikes item and from the bikes form, so never mind the bikes form, we already did that, but we had imported the bikes item from the bikes item, so that's fine, and that is the reason that we are getting from this particular user. This particular user is BMW. We are getting this bike, so we have 3 bikes so far. So we have my first bike, my second bike, my third bike. So let's add another one, my final bike. So my, okay, oh yeah, the final BMW bike. Okay, bike. Okay, let's add it, and as you can see, it shows right here, and this is the time, so I'm doing it on July 14, and pretty much it's almost 1 a.m. so it's 12:24 a.m. so as you can see, it's working, and yeah, we have that so far now. And also, if you go into the MongoDB, you're gonna see here, well, if you go into the bikes, you're gonna see my final bike that I just added here. So my final bike, and the user is gonna be yeah, it's gonna be this one that ends up in 94 dB. So the user is the 94 dB, so it's gonna be this one, the BMW, that is gonna be a 94 dB, this one. Okay, so I can delete it from here, as you can see. So I can delete these users and as well the bikes from the MongoDB. So I can delete it. I just click here, but I cannot delete it from here, so I don't have any buttons to delete it. Okay, so we are gonna do that in the next video.